here, and I want to quick showcase you one of my favorite builds. It's Tactician with Siege Cascade. It's a very easy one-button build, and that's like, and it's staying clear as you can see. We're going on a very juiced tiers 15 map with very good modifiers, bossing, breach, delirium. As you can see, there's still delirium, but though, so not the OG one. And yeah, you see, I don't know, I'm not even aiming, it's just killing everything. And that's the gameplay howsoever, it's like actually this way. It's very strong, and the build is very cheap because we rely on some fairly easy tech. I found something out that's very good, and it's very simple. I mean, the first tech we're gonna play is like very obvious though for a tactician. It's the, look at this, it's the passive and the Ascendancy, right where we want them. Pinned enemies cannot do actions, and like projectile damage pins enemies. That's very, very important. Projectile damage builds up pin. Very important. This one is very important to make it work very, very strong, because we're playing Siege Cascade, look at this, and the benefit of Siege Cascade is 280% with quality, 200% without quality, more damage against immobilized enemies. And what's very nuts is, like, if you look at the damage, or if you look at this, we have two instances, the impact and the explosion, what have very high numbers, to be honest, because like the impact is, I mean, you can multiply it by 3, so we have 30k damage for the impact, but it's very good. And then the explosion deals 51k damage, so we can go by 3 as well, so 150k damage. No, sorry, you have to go 4 times, because like it's more damage, 300% more, so we have 100% and 300% more, so we have 400% nearly. So it's like 40k damage and 200k damage for the explosion. And the explosions can overlap. You see they have an explosion radius for 2.3 meters down there. It stands down there. And what's very good on this one is, like, the impact is aiming like half the map, 9.5 meters. It's going out of screens. It's very, very sick. And so, because we always pin enemies with the impact, we literally get the multiplier all the time. You can see. We just nuke everything. And out of screen. It's like very, very good. Catapult is very nice because if you get projectile speed, the projectiles rain down faster. That's very good, and what you literally want to have to get. Yes. So what we have to do with this build is literally by mapping. We just walk around and one button. It's fairly easy, no challenge at all. And what I love the most on this build, it's so cheap. You can't imagine how cheap it is. Like, this weapon I've bought for, like, I think not even a divine back then. I mean, it's a little bit time passed, so might be more expensive. I didn't look up the crossbow prices right now. This one is also, I got it for, well, like 1 divine, but you can, I mean, you will get +6 with like the same stats for few exalts, I'm certain. If you just get +6, +7 will make the price irrationally more expensive, but if you can afford it, go it. These gloves, I mean, very cheap. You just have to look, or I think that might be important, that you have numbers close to each other, so you proc the Trinity tech, what's very important. Fairly easier. I mean, you get like lots of projectiles and the damage varies. You can see if you just look at this. The explosion, the damage varies a lot. It's like 5k to 40k, 14k. So might not be important. Actually, I tried to get these numbers to close at each other as possible. So we balance the Trinity more, but yeah, I think it's fine. What's important on Trinity is level 29 is a sweet spot. you can buff it with the brace on with Fire Flower, which gives +6. What's very good on here. And you can also then put in like free +1 cold, fire, cold, and lightning. And so you get like +3 from the gems and +6 from bracelets. So you have 29, level 29, and you can take lots of auras, by the way, because of the other passive on the Ascendancy. So Trinity is just 50. I think that's important because you also want other stuff to be running in your build, not only Trinity. Like, I really like Wind Dancer. It's very good. You get more evasion. More is like multiplicative, very important. And you don't even have to scale it up because I think the most important stuff is the more evasion rating, and if you level it up, it's just the damage that gets better if it procs. But I think I'm uncertain. I don't even think it's like in a relevant way scaling down the time you build up phases. So yeah, you can just keep it low level if you want another build. Like, if you don't want to play crossbow or stuff, you can do it like with any build, actually. You just have to look that you have some elemental damage, but if you consider like Molten Blast or whatever, you can go for this one too. But I play with Artillery Ballista because it profits also from the buff, and Siege Cascade because it has, like, I would say literally the best clear. And I mean, you can see my gear. It's very cheap. I have this belt. You get it for a few XL, so my armor is like worth at least something because I go armor and evasion rating, but more evasion rating. I have here those boots. I mean, 35%, go like 30%, and you get these for like few exalted again, and you have like, oh my god, 5% less movement speed. Oh, I'm gonna die because of this. No, you won't. And here the ring. Their ring they are like fairly okay, I guess, 50 exalts each, but if you get it, I mean, it's not expensive at all. I just looked for rarity, some life, and strength as well as resistances, what I needed. And here the plating is also, I think this one is kind of good because it has a very good evasion rating roll, but yeah, it could be better probably. And the helmet is also sort of fine. It's giving me also a good value of evasion rating and resistances plus life. So the helmet is, like, I guess one of the best parts because yeah, you see lots of resistances and evasion rating. But all in all, I mean, get the resistances you need. You don't need rarity, so this stuff gets easier, and you can you get more like strength for whatever you want. So if you want to get rid of rarity and need some better shit, go for it. You can get all of this very cheap. The bracelet you can get like for 40 to 60 exalts, roundabout, summed up. So if you just take +4, I mean, +6 is a very rare corruption, and it gets very expensive therefore, but don't go for like +6 and you will be good to go. Go for +4 and it's like few exalts. So you can get all of this. I mean, tune it down a little bit and you're under 2 divines for sure. You can get it under 1 divine. I'm certain you can get it. I mean, in late game you want a better crossbow or stuff like this, then you might spend some more money on this, some more divines, and some more divines on the gear, because you're afraid of those random one-shots getting through your evasion rating that can actually occur because we don't have as much life pool as you can see. And if you don't evade, I mean, I survived most stuff. You see, I survived the most stuff. It was a little test. I mean, my open Naga proc, I didn't want to get this far, but I went this far. Yeah. So yeah, but you saw we can like survive stuff. We can survive stuff. So it's not like we're like a fully glass cannon. It's one of my most glass cannon builds, but the clear speed is too nuts to not love it. Therefore, so that's why I literally don't care. Okay, there's a breach. It's one of the best contents with this build. I'm gonna show you. And even with the shrine, you see we pop off screens away. It's literally stupid. Do we have yeah? Let's take this one. see, I'm nearly getting out of mana because I spam right now like an idiot, but I can. You see, we popped the whole screen. It's like most thing is not getting in danger of us, and if we like getting in danger, we can place a. I have like a Ripwire Ballista on my thing, and you'll see we break the game completely with this one. You'll see we break everything. My whole hardware is lagging, but I mean we're doing the map right. We're getting XP, we're getting stuff, and that's the game. We're clearing streams away, you see it, and like one-hitting everything, like rares in between this, they're getting overlapped, and you see they pop off. They literally pop off. So, in the next one, I'm gonna show you boss fight is last with my artillery ballista. Oh, this was close. You see, what I don't like about this build is we sort of can get endangered. But, yeah, actually we kill most things because, what the fuck, before they can kill us. So we're actually good to go, and you can map very clear. I mean, in case you're afraid, just stay a little bit behind. You can place like a Ripwire Ballista in front of you and go mapping, you see, and this one will get instantly tethered in. So you actually have no risk if you play it right. You just have to play more defensively in some cases. What I literally won't recommend is like always avoid elemental resistances maps where the enemies have elemental resistances, because you have difficulties getting penetration because you have all elementals, all ele damage. I don't have a solution for this yet, so if you might have some, I'd love if you tell me some. If you tell me, but I don't have a solution. I thought about like this one, if I get to this point, but you see where I am in a tree, it would cost me so much for like just a little bit penetration, and most of the enemies don't have don't have very high elemental resistances, so might be good if you just take fire pen or something like this. But we use fire exposure, so at least a third of our damage roundabout will be very easy, because we play with the oil grenade and like more exposure and stuff like this. So we're very good to go in some cases. But if you try to avoid this one, your damage will be always good. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the boss fight is next, because yeah, and then I'm gonna go through the boss fight, and I'm first gonna try to stack some Trinity stacks, so my ballistas are profiting. I place one Ripwire as well, and then we go ham. You see, damage is nuts. We go for some grenades to get fire exposure, and then, yeah, was a tier 15 juiced up boss, by the way. So, yeah, you saw the damage was very good, though. That's what I wanted to show you. And here I'm gonna show this one, fully juiced. I put in a 15, you have seen the level, yeah. So, what's important on this build? I have, like, there are just some few interactions which are very important. So the Ascendancy node, very, very buff Siege Cascade. It very makes it strong, like especially this one. Projectile damage pins enemy, and I mean this one is very cool because it helps you bossing, it helps you mapping, like I said, if you are like in a if you know, okay, there's coming a cascade of enemies, a really big packs of enemies, like from a breach, from expedition, whatsoever, you place a Ripwire Ballista. And the cool thing is, I have buffed my Ripwire Ballista because the damage is not so good anyway, and I made it supportive a little bit. I mean, I got a brutality and Greatwood. I don't know the English name of it, but you can just have one totem, but for each totem you could have of this, you get up to a maximum of 20% more AOE, more damage up to 40%, and more life up to 40%. Like if you have a maximum of 4, you get the maximum. And with this one, you get literally the maximum. And the benefit is, I usually can just have three totems, 3 outer abilities totems. Look, and now if I place the next, one will disappear, you see? But if I play this one, it won't disappear. Why won't it disappear? Because I can have up to a maximum of 4 with this one, because this one makes a +1 to maximum. You can get +2 maximum on the tree very easily. And with this one you can have +4. You could have +4. But with the Greatwood, or how it's called, you just are limited to 1, because it gets buffed. So it's a very cool interaction where you can have like 1 stronger totem and 3 others, and you just get naturally to the limit, still to the limit of 4, so you can just have it for free, you know. And with this one, it's just a very good buff, because you can't have 4 more than these totems anyway, so you can just have an additional one, and it gets really strong and buffed, because I mean, you usually won't have a mix of 2 totems and 2 other totems, so you just have 3 totems that are very strong and then 1 that like buffs them more whatsoever. Or that's in my mind. Yeah. And then with the Rage Fountain, so if you place this one, you build up Rage. You see, I'm getting Rage on like 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on. Very cool. And also, I got the Mana Fountain, so I regenerate more mana, because like placing the Artillery Ballista totems on level 37 is very expensive. Yes, you can see like nearly all of my mana is depleted if I place one. I always hope I place 2 at once, but I mean, we have mana pots and we don't need them for anything else. It's just for bossing and for placing Artillery Ballista where we need mana pots, so it's okay. It's okay. I've not found a good solution for this, because like Blood Mage or stuff like this is not really good on the Tactician, I think. Yeah, and I go on Concentrated Effect on the Artillery Ballista, because I use it mainly for bossing, so not for AoE. Inspiration, so yeah, it's a little bit cheaper because it's very, very expensive. Fire penetration, so the Ballista deals a good, fairly amount of damage. And penetrates. I mean, actually, I could replace this to something better, being honest, because right now I play with mixed damage. I probably have swapped something out and didn't really, mind of doing it back. So let's see. Do I have something good over here? Yeah, Fire Infusion. I mean, no, Fire Infusion is not good. The infusions are not very good, so don't use them. Probably this one could be very good. I mean, whatsoever. Who cares? But, like Martial Tempo, Primal Armament, and Inspiration. What's very important is, I mean, let's go from top to bottom. Very important is Elemental Focus on the Siege Cascade, because you don't want to ignite enemies. So this one cannot do Elemental Inflictions is very important, so you can't ignite. You can't ignite, it's very important, because with Fire Flower, you can see you get 126 fire damage when you ignite an enemy right now. It's corrupted, so yeah. And I don't want to get this fire damage because it's very bad for us, so I don't want to ignite. But my Artillery Ballistas can ignite, so it's very fine, very fair. Usually also works with Oil Grenade, because if you ignite an enemy with Oil Grenade, it's like counting towards the one who has ignited. So Artillery Ballista, because my Siege Cascade can't ignite. Very good. And with the with this one, actually, with the Explosive Grenade, I can get over it, because I can't spam them. I mean, like this, okay, but they ignite. I mean, they explode all at once, so it's like counting as one ignite. I don't ignite 4 times with this, and I mean I don't need to ignite, so I can maybe not ignite as well. So it's very okay. We can get over it. It's very okay. Yeah. So I'm not using these one. It's just like placeholders for my gems. So yeah, Siege Cascade, Elemental Focus, very important. Double, so you can have a second shot, but you have reduced reload. You have reduced reload time, but you make up with faster reload. So you have 60% increased reload time. So you reload very faster. And I mean, you don't need the damage as you have seen, but if you have like 2 bolts and faster reload, makes you very, very good for mapping. And the next one is like, okay, here, range. So you get more AoE and increased effect, also more AoE. Because I can take this with the less accuracy rating, because in the tree I've taken Resolute Technique, so they can't evade my hits anyway. So yeah, let's just buff the AoE, the freaking AoE out of it, and you see, very good for clearing 9.5 meters. Target radius, very clean. For the artillery ballista, you've seen I've just got for damage, usually. I mean, you can change this to, there will be better options. I'm just not having that in mind right now, but like, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't recommend this one. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could like take this one, Behutsamkeit in German. So you deal 20% more damage. So supported skills deal 20% more damage if you can use them while moving. But oh no, I think it's not working because the ballistas are not moving. However, there are many. I mean, you can also get it some like fire level up or whatsoever. There are many options. I've just time-wise don't want to get through all. Yeah, inspiration and concentrated effect. You know, concentrated effect is very good because yeah. It's for bossing, and they hit all 3 hits anyway, usually. Yeah, so Rewire Ballista, Brutality, Great Holes, I told you the tech I'm using. On this one, you can take specific grenade supports that are longer cooldown, because, yeah, actually, with this 3, you won't need more, usually at bossing, so you will be good to go. Behutsamkeit, 20% more damage, but you are slower on using it. But actually, I mean, they get used very quick and not so often, so it's okay. And then long fuse, so you deal 30% more damage, but it has a longer fuse. Who cares? And fire, yeah, you can see. That's why I don't ignite with these ones, because I have fire. Opferung. I don't know how they translate it. Fire sacrifice. I don't know. But yeah, I can't ignite, but I get 30% more damage as fire damage against ignited enemies. It's a tier 3 support gem. So usually the artillery ballista ignites, and yeah, so I don't ignite with here. So only the artillery ballista ignites, and procs also the oil grenade ignite. And the oil grenade is literally for getting exposure. Very important. Trinity, I showed you. Very, very good. Get off the quality, they changed it. It's you've gotten more damage right before. I guess you could get like 74%. I had 74% with quality buffed at maximum at 100 resonance. You usually don't get 100 resonance, so it was like less. Now you get the maximum stacks at 90 resonance, so it's very strong, because you easily get all of the resonance up all the time. So you literally get 24 times 3 more damage. What's very, very good. It's like 48, 72% more damage. 72% more damage by 90 resonance each time. And you scale it easier. They have like, you get 16 resonance now. It was like 10 before, I guess, but uncertain. However, who cares? And you get more 50% more increased attack speed if you have more than 250 resonance. What's very easy, because with our Siege Cascade, like, we proc it once into a pack and we are full stacked. Very good on bossing as well. I usually forget it, but we have the War Banner with Clarity as passive and longer time. So yeah, we have a longer time. And Wind Dancer, like, who cares? This one is like literally, I just have Maim and Blind as support, so if it procs, it supports me getting hit less and more knockback distance. And Time of Need with more of my Life Flask. Wait, why do I? Okay, yeah. More recovery with Life Flask, 30%. Fast forward, so it procs more often, and Vitality, so I have like basic life regen, because I don't have any life regen on my gear, I think. Yeah. And that's it, actually. I mean, you can play, you don't even need the grenades, being honest. You can literally just play with the passives. I mean, the passives get really, really enabled by those 50% reduced reservation from a solid plan. And that's what enables us Trinity as first, because it's like 100 spirit. With this one, it's 50 spirit. That's very cheap compared, and then we can get 3 other auras. Passives, that's very good. And you don't need the grenades or the Rebuy Ballista. You can actually make a 2-bot build with Artillery Ballista and Siege Cascade. Would be fair enough, being honest. Yeah. For the second weapon, just get plus level and increase elemental damage. Get your mix get the mix what you can afford with your currency. You can get this build like from under 1 divine to like probably 50 divines, depending on your weapons and stuff. But yeah, and the bracelet. This one is very expensive. It's like depending 30 to 80 divines whatsoever, depending. I didn't look up the price recently, so yeah, I can tell definitely. But you get a +4 very cheap, as I said, like 40 to 50 divine exalted's maximum. So it's very good. You get a lot of level, and each skill you can see fire, not fire, but who cares? Makes it cheap, keeps it cheap, very good, because we can place it mid-like mapping and compare. It's very cheap. Fire. So everything that's relevant is fire. Trinity, explosive grenade, and artillery ballista as well, siege cascade. Everything is fire, and that's it. Now let's go to the passive tree as last. I've taken on my 4th Ascendancy, this one is the last and more important, like more stun threshold and more ailment threshold. What's very important is like the pin, that projectile damage pins enemies. That's very good for the Siege Cascade, because first impact pins, second impact what's dealing more damage is explosion. You can see now it's 20k damage. So the Painter's Gloves with the Trinity like more than doubles our damage. And then we get even the more multiplier against pinned enemies. So the impact pins them, and I think I have the horror. Is it really SMA? Yeah, 20k damage. It's very. So the tag with the gloves is very, very strong, as you can see. Yeah, it's actually game changing. So yeah. As you can get Trinity and these gloves, it's very strong. I mean, Siege Cascade is also already strong without these gloves. You can get through campaign and stuff if you got it very easy. I have leveled myself with the explosive shot and stuff like this. And the other, I mean, the crossbow skills are very fast for clearing. You can always go them. There's a unique crossbow where you can get the levels early on very easy. Very, very easy. Here, each crossbows are very good for leveling. I mean, this one is where you have here. You have if you have reloaded recently, you won't consume any ammunition, so you can spam shit, and it's very good for early leveling. And you can get, since level 0, you can take it, so very good. Yeah. Okay, this one is more important. This one is important for getting Trinity, as well as Wind Dancer and stuff. I started with Wind Dancer and shit, yeah. And this one is very good, because if the enemies are pinned, they can't do anything. So it's a very defense layer. It's one of the best, because we have to stack a lot of dexterity. We can't get as much life or strength as we want to. You see, I'm I look squishy. I'm okay mapping, but I look squishy. Like nearly 3k life is not as much as I love to have. The resistances are fine, but yeah, this one's I don't like it. I actually don't like it. Yeah. Okay. You can actually also play with the jewels. I played them early on for getting cheaper gear. They are not as expensive. They are actually not expensive at all. This one, the blue ones, cannot. So you get 36% resistance. 32? No. 36% resistances for each one. If you have 3, that's to all resistances. So that's very good, and makes the rest of your gear very cheap. Yeah, the rest of my tree is like, yeah, get your way. It's not as rough. I went down here for more damage, for more AoE. It's very important. Then I went for here for more evasion rating and death. Then with the main clearing weapon tree, I went for movement speed, so clearing is more convenient. Grenades I'm using with my weapon crossbow as well, so I have them in my weapon or in clearing weapon set as well. Here's my artillery ballista gem. This one is actually cheap. I got it for 6 to 7 divines. You can get like a +2 for 2 divines, or if you're lucky, less whatsoever the price is. I got one for 1 divine and just sold mine for, okay, right now 2 divines. So I guess the price rose, but it sold very quick, so maybe it rose faster. A little bit more, I'm uncertain, but you can get it usually very cheap, a +2. Then over here for more attributes, so I get more strength and more dexterity. Then in here for more armor, because I mainly go dexterity. Here for clearing, I take the area of effect. Then for my totems on the second tree, I can place another totem right now. I went further, and here I got to the Grand Spectrum Rubies. I got 3 of them for more life because I want to beat death. Over here, yeah, I've made some weird stuff sometimes, but important is here another +1, and the attack speed is very good. Then if we go for here, like more defenses, evasion rating and armor. This one gets me by clear. When clearing, I get a little bit more with my flasks and a little bit more life regen. Over here, cooldown and area of effect is actually only useful for my grenades and for clearing, so I get it on weapon set 1 as well. Then we move on. Over here, there's another totem node. I made them a little bit more defensive because you saw in the boss fight, my totems actually can die. So I want to make them a little bit more tanky so they don't die because it costs a lot of mana to spawn them. This one, again, more area of effect for clearing. Then I go in here for strength, a little bit of armor and more strength. Moving on for the ruby. In here for strength, threshold, and more max life. Then my enemies can evade because I don't play crit. Then more AoE in the first weapon set and totem placement speed, as well as increased attack speed if I have spawned the totem recently. So the first totem is the weakest, and the second gets those 8% attack speed. So it's very smart to start with this one, so you already also generate more mana, and then you can place your other totems. You see, you just have to take 1 mana pot, and then you can spam. These one will stay, then you can go for another one. Yeah, these one stays 16 seconds, the other one stays 8. You will see they now despawn nearly at the same time. Yeah. Okay, and then we go in here. It's attack damage, so I got, yeah, lots of attack damage, just damage, nothing special about it. Over here, I get more AoE if I killed recently, AoE. Yeah, I just don't ask. More armor. Probably should have gone like maximum resistances because it's very strong. Maximum resistances. I'm gonna probably make another video about this, why it's so strong, because I think it's like no one really makes use of it. In this class I neither do, being honest, but yeah. And here another totem one. It's a very simple tree, and yeah, it looks like this. For me it turned out being the strongest, so yeah. You can try it yourself. Maybe you find a better way. But that's it about the build. You saw the strength. It's very good at bossing with the Ballista. It's very good at clearing with the Siege Cascade. I'm certain. Show me a build that clears better with this little investment. What's this cheap? Because these gloves, they are like few exalted, like 1 to 5 exalted, like maybe 10 exalted or 20 if you will get high rolls on the extra damage, and that's all. Like the rest is like totally, I mean, you can even take another belt. I've just wanted to try it out, and I think it's okay. Life regeneration, strength, and makes, if you have just a few armor, it's getting better because you defend with double armor, but maximum at 50%. So as soon as you would have defended around like 50% anyways, it's not worth it. But you see, I just have 1,700 armor. It's not as much, but it helps like against more big bonkers and stuff. Yeah, and that's it. Very cheap build. I recommend it. Playing it, it's a lot of fun. You can get very fast through the game, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. If you have any good additions, tell me. I'd love to hear something from you. And yeah, have a nice day. See you.